Joke's on you, game. I'm not that fucking tired. I'm gonna keep going. I think I'll go till at PB or midnight. That sounds like a fantastic idea. And like I have shit to do tomorrow anyway. I know I just said earlier I had to go to the laundromat, but that can be done whenever the fuck I want to. How many people are actually going to go in the middle of the fucking Monday? Also around the corner, so who cares? Easy PB? Nope, it won't be easy. Hasn't been easy all fucking day, it ain't gonna change. See, how come it can't be like yesterday where I get like almost done with a run and then I fuck it up? Then I'd be, you know, then I could hate myself for that. Not hate myself for, oh hey, you can't get Eric skip even though you've done it flawlessly for like a few days. But today, nah, you're not gonna get it. Even though you know exactly what the fuck you're supposed to do, you're still gonna fuck it up. 'Cause you're a fucking tool. That's how my mind works, by the way. It's not a, oh hey, we'll get it next time. It's a, no, you fucking suck, why are you doing this? Like, I'm genuinely harder on myself than anybody else can be hard on me. Say whatever the fuck you want, I'm just not gonna care, because I've said way worse to myself. That's not even about this, it's about fucking everything I do. Because I have this stupid mindset in my head that, oh hey, I can do it like this, so I need to do it like this. Like, I look at my sum of best and I'm like, okay, why do I not have a run like that? Which I've gotten better about doing that, thankfully, but it's still a thing. I look at that number and I just get fucking disgusted. And it was the same thing with my last PB as well. I was like a minute ahead of... I was like a minute behind my sum of best. And then I just happened to get golds that put me another minute behind, even now. It's like, what the fuck is the point? I'm in the same fucking spot I was. I don't know, I gotta decide if speedrunning is something I want to keep doing for a while. I was thinking about it earlier. I do enjoy doing this. I know I sound like a fucking depressed emo loser, but I do actually enjoy doing this because it's challenging in a way that I've never really had. Almost fucked that up. That was nice. Like, it's challenging in a way that I've never really had before. Because, I don't know, like, before I was speedrunning, if I wanted a challenge in games, I would just play multiplayer games. Which Thug Pro, like, doesn't even seem that competitive. Like, there's people who are just better than me at it, and it's a thing where it's like, alright, I'm just gonna do the best I can. I don't really give a shit if I win a fucking combo mambo or a fucking trick attack. It's not like it's fucking... It's not like there's stats tracked for it. Like, I fucking... Like, at least when 1 and 2 came out, it was like, oh hey, there's a challenge to fucking play however many games, so I'm gonna do that and fucking win almost all of them. Because when 1 and 2 came out, a lot of people on PC were kind of trash online, to be honest. I'm not gonna say trash, but I was just better. At least in terms of scoring. I'm sure that's changed now, and if I find... There's still people that were a lot better at it than me, but I wasn't encountering them online. Like, I don't know if I talked about this on stream at all, but not yesterday, but last Saturday, I was in with a couple of my coworkers. We did there was like a local fucking Halo Infinite tournament, which I haven't played Halo Infinite in fucking a while. But I still fucking decided, like, alright, you know, it's a competition. I like winning, so I'm gonna fucking go for it. And we picked up the game on, like, the Wednesday before, so, like, 3 days. I was still fucking pissed when we lost. Even though we were playing people who had been squatted up for weeks or longer. Definitely knew what they were doing. People that had even fucking, from what one of my coworkers said, had, like, driven down from somewhere to fucking play. It's just the way I give a shit. Especially if it's like, I know I'm really good at something. You know. If you look, like, you know, if you think about it, you know, like my time for this category is 22nd out of like 100 something. Which you would think it's like, oh hey, that's pretty good. You should be content with that. Or you should be like, oh hey, that's really good, you should be proud of that. But it's always a thing where it's like, no, I can do better. I don't give a shit what that time says. I don't give a shit about... Like, that's why I don't really give a shit about my spot on the leaderboards in speedrunning. Because it's more competition against self than competition against someone else. Like, there's nobody in this community who I genuinely look at and it's like, oh hey, that's my fucking speedrun rival, and if I don't fucking beat them, I'm trash. There's nobody in this scene like that for me. It's just because I don't care to... It's not supposed to be like that, I don't think. If I was going for a world record, then yeah, I'll think of it like that. But like, dude, I'm playing fucking underground scene if I could fucking maybe crack the top 20. And there's still people in this shit that are fucking way better than me. Make me look like a goddamn joke at this fucking game. Which is something I've accepted. Which is hard for me to do. Like, it doesn't matter what I do. I've fallen into the trap of always wanting to... I guess not always wanting to do better, but it's just knowing I can do better. And it just fucks me up, like, mentally when I don't. Like... I don't know, there's, like, a bunch of arguments people make for it, but it's just a thing, it's just how I think. I can't change it. Is it fucked up? A little bit. Can I change it? I don't think so. Am I gonna be like this for the rest of my life? I have no idea. But with the foreseeable future I will be, but... Because it's a double-edged sword. It's this thing where when you actually can achieve what you think you can, it's really good. But on the other hand, when you don't, it's really bad. You know, and so this big thing with me is, like, I've never been, like, the athletic type. Like, dude, I have been overweight my entire life. And I'm asthmatic, just never taken to stuff like sports. It just never really was for me. So the only competition and only shit I could find where I was competing with anyone and can actually find that satisfaction was, like, playing games like this. Which a lot of times, like I said, you know, I was playing like online games against people, so that was more me competing against other people. This is the first time I've ever looked at myself as my rival. Yeah, you're entirely right about that. It's something it's kind of tough. Not kind of, it is tough. It's a thing I've thought about. Because the last couple of years, I had to do a lot of, like, kind of get a veer off into something different, but I'll link it back in a second. So I know a lot of people, I'm pretty sure almost everyone in this chat knows me from playing Tony Hawk, but I've played a lot of other shit on stream. I've played I've done shit on stream. I've been streaming on Twitch since 2014. When I was 14, almost 15. It was never really consistent, which is why I'm, you know, kind of, you could say it's why I'm in the position I'm in on Twitch. But it took a lot of, like, soul-searching and realizing, like, I don't really give a shit about, like, what is happening. Like, I don't give a shit how many people are watching me play. That's not important. It just has to be a thing that I enjoy. And a couple years ago, I was going against that. I was going against what I believed. That, you know, I need to do this for fun, not for, you know, other people. Because, you know, there's no need for it. So there was a game I was playing. I don't even like talking about this, but I'm already here, so. Really shitty fucking, like, IO game that was really popular. It was basically a fucking Minecraft shooter, is the best way to put it. It was really fucking popular, a lot of people were playing it. The community for it on Twitch wasn't, like, the biggest, but it was kind of like Tony Hawk, where, like, you know, it may not be, like, the biggest directory, but there's a lot of people watching it. It was bigger than Tony Hawk directories, I'd say, but that's not the importance of it. And, like, I was forcing myself to play something that I genuinely didn't enjoy. And if anybody, because there are a couple people, like, you guys might have seen him in my chat, Grimdark. He's been watching me since that point, when I just genuinely was playing a game that I did not enjoy. For no genuine reason, other than, well, you know, maybe I can get some fucking viewers. And I had to look at myself back then, and I eventually was like middle of the year. This was 2020. And 2020 was just a very dark year mentally for me, which I know a lot of people can agree to that. Because, you know, year of the apocalypse. You know, it's just one of those things that you know, like I was doing shit I wasn't happy with. I had previously, like in 2019, I moved out of my mom's house and moved in with a friend of mine. And that worked okay for a while, and then I ended up having to move back in with my mom because of some issues that went on there that I don't want to discuss because it's in the past, and I've honestly forgiven everything about that. But then I went from my mom's in 2019 to my dad's in 2020, and I don't know if my dad actually hears me because he's in my stream all the time. And if you are hearing me, this isn't your fault. I'm not blaming you because you were looking out for me, trying to give me the option to come live with you, which I'm glad I did. But I ended up in a very, very dark place because I just had felt like I could be in a much better situation and that I should have been. You know, because I was working. You know, I don't dislike my job. I don't know. There's just issues with it. I don't enjoy working, but it's a thing where it's like you know, shit happens. Everybody knows how it is. But like I was doing that, which was just kind of putting a lot on me. And then I fucking was coming home most of the time just fucking exhausted, streaming a game I hated to a community that was very fucking just not great. And so I really, like, I was just very fucking hard on myself at that point because it's like, okay, I've been in this place. That's fucking sad. I gotta go Tampa while talking about this shit. But you know, I had to like really look at myself and be like, you know what, shit has happened. It's a very big thing, especially for me, where I had to genuinely look at myself and be like, you know what, you know, because I don't know if other people do this. I'm sure a lot of people do. It's just, you know, it's the results of how things go in life. Like, shit would happen, and it always fell onto my mind that I was the problem. that I was the one who fucked it up. That I was the one who just, you know, I was the reason shit was happening the way it was. And I had to look at myself a lot in 2020 and tell myself, no, this is not your fault. You did not do this. You're not in this situation because of anything you've done. You know, shit has happened. That's what it is. You know, you have to accept it. You know, it's hard. It's hard to accept that. It's hard to actually look at yourself and say, you know, I didn't bring this on myself. You know? Well, I'm not going to say I did everything right, but things definitely could have been different. And so, thankfully, like near the end of 2020, I got to move to where I'm at now. Which, that was another big thing, because I had moved like 4 times in the span of 2 years. Which was very stressful, you know. Because it'd be a thing where it's like, alright, I'm here for a few months, and then I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go here. But this has been the most, like, stable I've had basically my entire adult life. And I'm on my own as well. Back to a point where I feel like I should have been. But, you know. I'm on my own, and it's been really great, because this is the first time I've ever, like, since I moved in here, was when it was the first time I'd ever started living on my own. I don't know if I mentioned, but, it was like middle of the year 2020, I had decided that I was done streaming a game that I didn't want to play to people that I didn't really want in my chat, because they were, I'm not going to act like that entire community was toxic and terrible, but there were definitely people who ruined it, at least for me. And I told myself back then, like, I genuinely told myself that I was never going to stream again, that I was going to, you know, streaming wasn't fun, it wasn't something I wanted to do, so I just wasn't going to do it anymore. I told myself, you know, this is it, you know, you gave it your best effort, you know, you've tried to do it multiple times, and I was more consistent then than I even am now. And so it was a thing where it's like, you know, that's just what it is. And that ended up changing when I hit this point, where I'm streaming Tony Hawk speedruns. Because I was playing something I wanted to do. It was something that was enjoyable to me, because I was actually, the only person I had to work against was myself, which is not the greatest thing all the time, but, you know, it's better than me projecting, which I've had a very long history of doing. Like, I used to be really bad about projecting that shit. Hey, what's up, Acorn? It's been a fucking minute. I'm just busy telling my life story. Don't mind it, me. But where the fuck was I? Oh yeah. So, like, this was the first thing that I really, like, streamed that I was like, okay, I want to do this again. And it's kind of led me to the crossroads I'm at, where it's like, you know, because I think if I stopped speedrunning, I don't know if I would continue streaming. I could always just go play something else. And, you know, I genuinely, you know, the viewer count doesn't give a shit to me. I don't even have it displayed on any of my monitors, because I have my actual Twitch page hidden behind my OBS. I don't give a shit how many people are here. Because I've spent a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time, in a Twitch stream, streaming to myself. Like, more than anybody can imagine. More, like, a lot more than you could think. You know, I've had, my longest stream I ever did, back, I don't remember, it was 2018. I streamed Borderlands 2 for 13 hours. A game that I do love, and I wouldn't mind streaming. I streamed it for 13 hours, and the entire time I had 4 lines of chat. 4 chat messages in 13 hours. You know, it's something that I got used to, and I can accept it. So, what's up, dog? So, you know, like, I can stream, I can do this shit to myself for the rest of my life. And it's just a thing where it's like, okay, you know, at least I'm sticking to what I believe and doing what I want. And it's not, oh, hey, you know, let me play this game I hate for people I don't want to stream it to. And, you know, we'll wonder why the fuck I'm upset all the time. You know, it's just how it is. So, you know. Am I gonna, like I said, am I gonna continue speedrunning? I don't know. Like, you know, I'm streaming it tonight because I wanted to stream earlier, but I didn't feel well. Now I'm doing it because I'm awake. I feel okay. Yeah, I mean, I've looked at your speedrun page, and this shit is pretty wild. Damn it. And this is where we throw the runaway because I've been talking too much. Whatever. I don't even care if I PB this anymore. If I do, it's cool. If not, I don't care. If I cared, I would stop talking. But I've already opened up this dialogue, so here we are. So, you know. Yeah. Well, for me, it was a thing where it's like, I had paid attention to this scene, like, back a few years ago. And I had just decided to kind of look into it again. And, you know, here I am. You know, I'm enjoying my time streaming it. I've at least found, like, there's people in this scene who are, you know, very kind. You know, who actually are not fucking, like, pricks. That's the way to put it. It's not fucking pricks. But so, yeah. You know, I'm at least happy that when I decided to stream again, as I have with this game, that I've actually found people who are, you know, actually good to interact with, and I'm not fucking, like, irritated with them.
Thanks.
Because, you know, like I said, I have a history of projecting on people. Which I have done a lot.
Hey, bro.
But I'm human, I make mistakes. You know, shit, that's the story of my speedrunning life, is making fucking mistakes. But, you know. It's been a big thing for me the last couple of years, is just fucking, like, trying not to be hard on myself, while also simultaneously being as hard on myself as I can be. In a very weird, like, fucked up thought process. Yep, everybody makes mistakes. Hell, I didn't even notice fucking Yib hosted me until, like, some 30-something minutes ago. Dude probably thinks I'm a prick. I didn't thank him, but, you know. I don't really think. I don't think much about what people think of me. I can tell you that, dude. Because be an autistic kid that has to move high schools when you've been in the same school district for your entire life, and then have to move, you know, your sophomore year, and then try to make new friends. That really was what proved to me that I don't give a fuck what people think. Go from a school of like a few hundred people, so hey, there's like a couple thousand people, and you know, I don't know. Still got a lot of shit I got to figure out in my mind, and it's gonna take a while, but. I'm sure I have a lot of things to figure out, both physically and mentally. So here's another thing I forgot to mention about all of 2020. Before 2020, I had actually been losing weight. I had started at around like 300, and I ended up going down before 2020, or when 2020 started, I'd been from 300 down to 252, and then the lowest I got was 245, which that was a big thing for me. And then between then and now, I am up to around 310, which I hate, but you know, that's just been how life's treated me. That's how life's gone. That's how it has to be. I just, you know, I've accepted it. You know, keep telling myself I'll get back to it, but I haven't yet. There's a lot of shit to figure out before I get to that point. Yeah, I'm losing a shit ton of time. I don't even care.
Well, I would have scored it sooner.
Alright, I'm gonna just finish this run and go to bed. I was gonna stay up till I got a PB, but I hate this game. Yep, this is how we lose it. The fucking... This is ass. Whatever, fuck this. Technically still PB if I get fucking vid skip. Just gotta do that. Just don't fucking choke Moscow. Yeah. That's what I've realized. In a very... I don't know if it's... Like, I don't know how to describe it, but... I've... Like, you know... When I die, it's when I die. You know, whatever happens between now and then is what happens. However people remember me is how they remember me, because I can't really control that. Doesn't matter how you present yourself, people are always going to have an opinion of you. If I've learned anything, is that, you know, people will create an opinion of you. And it doesn't really matter how you portray yourself. If you're a really good person or if you're a really bad person, people will know, you know, people will know how they think about you. Yeah. I still don't have full speed. Great. Yeah, this run's fucking about done. Whatever. So I'm my fucking mind just completely turned off right there. I have full speed stats now.
Hey, what's the deal?
Might be the closest I've been to fucking that up. Without actually fucking it up. I mean, I can still PB. I just have to play better. I wouldn't mind if this round PB'd. Got a lot of shit to say. I always have a lot of shit to say, but when I play, I try to be quieter, so I can focus. Alright, let's see how bad I fuck this up. Yeah, I've barely been looking at my splits. I just look at the end of each level. I'm actually taking a look at them now. Whatever. Felt good to bring this shit up and just say it. That's always a thing. Like, I keep a lot of shit to myself because I don't interact with a lot of people. So it feels good to open up. And I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not ashamed of what's happened in my life because everyone has the shit that's fucked them up. You know, it's all about how you handle it. Love you too, Acorn. So it's been a minute since we've talked, and that could be either of our faults, but you know, life catches up to people. Yeah, you're entirely right about that. Yeah, I think that's more the, without getting too like political, it's just an issue with the world. I think people like to give people shit for stuff that's happened to them or even how they've been. Because, oh, you did this. Yeah. That's not something I want to talk about. It's supposed to be fun. I'm supposed to be having fun right now. I am having fun. I just kind of using this for a background right now, though. I'm about to throw away too much time.
Hey, good to see you.
I did not even hit up for no comply. Fuck you.
Hell yeah. Before any of these other guys go.
That could have been a lot better if I didn't fucking suck. Exactly. I think that's an issue as well. That's why people are against sharing what they've gone through, because there's always those people, oh, well, you know, I've had this happen. It's like, you know, that's fine. I'm not invalidating what you've had happen, but it's just...
Okay, I got a cool concept for someone.
People can just be shitty sometimes. Yeah, and I respect that, man. I wish it was that simple.
The leap of fate's got nothing on.
But if I could only tell you how many fucking times back when I worked at Walmart, the amount of times that fucking old people would come in, they'd be like, oh, it could, you know, oh, it could be worse. Like, okay, I get it. Let's go. love this. Well, I hit my goal. I'm done with this game now. If I didn't get vid skip, that wasn't happening, but, you know. It says a lot because I fucked that up like the last 4 PBs I've had. So now I can be content. Oh, I don't know.